we'll talk a bit some underlying principles. So kidney is extremely important because it's going to support all the other organs. So we have the blood-fire axis in which the kidney is supporting the liver and the heart, and this is the kidney essence. And we have the Qi-water axis, and in which the kidney yang is going to support the lung and the spleen, right? So all the other organs supported at some level to the kidney. So all of these are related to some degree to fluid metabolism, to urination, to phlegm, to edema, etc., these sort of things. So it's important to understand that originally Jingui Shenqi was formula based on the idea that the kidney yang is supporting and creating the fluid metabolism. And when the kidney yang is too weak, it's going to be unable to transform and transport the fluids very well. And this may lead to phlegm, edema, and urination issues, right? So it's very simple principle, right? The yang is too weak, especially the kidney yang. Therefore, it's leading to problem with fluid metabolism, all kind of problems. Because very often, when you see liver constraints, liver winds, blah, 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 heart failure, etc., what's behind it, what's behind the story is the kidney. Yeah, and that's going to happen a lot in the clinic.
So how do we differentiate that it's not, say, liver issues with, say, an underlying kidney yin deficiency?
Yep. So obviously there's both, right? But it's more a matter of ratio. How much do you want? Because we have Tianma and Dilong, right? We have liver stuff. Yeah. But first one is the age, 63 years old, and he's had a poorly controlled hypertension for 4 years. Although 4 years doesn't seem to be very long, but it was poorly controlled for 4 years. So it means she has been consuming her resources for 4 years in a row, right? And at the same time, so you have paralysis wiry and thready. So that's not typical. But I guess two things, right? The history and the age would be the main thing you base your diagnosis on. 属地黄、肉桂、山药、附子、专山龙。专山龙 here it's a more based on the pharmacology, right? It's a herb that builds up the white blood cells, the red blood cells. 枸杞 essence tonic, 鹿角胶 is essence and yang tonic. 卷柏 is again more on the pharmacology. So I honestly don't know what it does here. Maybe it's for the bleeding, I think. Dangui is an essence tonic, blood essence tonic. Dangshan tea tonic. And then you have Jinejin, which is the food transforming herb to control, make sure we're not, impairing the spleen and stomach. A bit of Tusutsu again to tonify the kidney. And Sanchi powder, I think it's more for controlling the bleeding again. And I know many people would not consider it a kidney tonic herb because there's actually 0 kidney tonic herbs in the formula. There's none, not even one. But I think the point of the formula was to tonify the kidney. So that's why I put it here. When you look at the original indication, if if it wasn't there, you would really believe, oh, that's typical of kidney tonic. So we have tension in the lower abdomen, coldness in genital area, vertigo, hair loss, seminal emission, erotic dreams in women, palpitations, urinary incontinence. Isn't it the definition of kidney deficiency, right?
Is that similar or a bit similar like 左归丸?
Yes, but 左归丸 doesn't have that aspect of bringing down things. And here you still have Maidong, which is it's a heat clearing herb, right? So in terms of pattern, Yin Huotong would be there will be more significant sign of heat. There will be something you could take as a sign of fire, right? Then you could mix for a fire pattern. Zhou will not have this aspect. Zhou technically, you would use it when there's no sign of fire. Zhou is also a more yang tonic as well, compared. Oh, where is it? Zhou is a bit more yang tonic, right? At the end of we have Lu Jiao Jiao. I think Lu Jiao Jiao would be too yang tonic for the yin hua tang pattern. I would be careful about using that. Thank you for watching this clip of our masterclass. We are running this in-depth and practical masterclass of herbology and formulas. So if you're interested in joining us or watching the full recording, please check the program in the description of this video or send me an email at yoanberling@gmail.com.